mentioned on the Facebook page that I wanted to do a kind of group of videos based on kind of bargain games, so this is the first one of them. Now, board games and RPGs do sometimes tend to be a bit expensive. However, I have found that you can get just as much enjoyment out of games that are less expensive than those that cost about £60 or £70. And let's face it, some of them that are about £60 or £70 are actually quite rubbish. So I thought I would film a few videos based on games that I have bought or played that are under £15. You could kind of convert that into dollars if you want. And this one is going to be about the card game that we all know and love, which is called Fluxx. Now, Fluxx was created in 1996. It has so many variants now, and what really makes it different from a lot of card games is that the rules are kind of continually changing based on cards that players are playing during that game. So initially you're dealt a hand, and the basic rule starts with the rule of you draw one on your turn from that deck in front of you, and you also play one from the hand that you have. Now, on your turn, you're aiming basically to play cards so that you're going to meet the win conditions on the goal. Now, the goals, they will originally be placed by whoever decides to put the first goal down on the table in front of people, and that will have a specific card, like a keeper, even a creeper, and you have to have those in front of you to meet the win condition. Now, normally these will be the keepers. However, creepers do sometimes have a part to play in winning. With creepers, when you draw them, you have to put them in front of you straight away, and then you draw a new card to put your hand back up to the limit that you have. Normally, creepers will prevent you from winning the game unless there are certain conditions, which may be on the goals or on the creeper itself, but there are cards that enable you to remove the creeper or put it onto someone else. So with your turn, you can play your keepers onto yourself to try and get to the win conditions, or you can change the goal that's there. The goals will normally change pretty much all the time, or you can play new rules. Now, this will enable you to change the hand limit, so if you want to be an absolute dick, you can change the hand limit to 1, especially if loads of people have a massive hand, which does happen a lot. Or you can change it to something like draw 3, 4 cards, or play 4, 5 cards, or play all. You can also cancel rules that have been played. You can remove the creepers from the table. You can also veto people. There's also some strange rules, like in the Monty Python one. If you speak in a strange accent, like a foreign accent, like the guy from the Mr. Creosote bit with the Rapper Thin Mint, you get to have an extra play when you have your turn. Now, I've had really long games of Fluxx, and I've had really short ones. It really kind of is a bit of a mix, really. I think what's really good about it is, it is really cheap to get. There are quite a lot of variants. I love the Monty Python one. There's a Wizard of Oz one. But also the fact that it is quite original, I think, in the way that you can change the rules continuously. So that's basics on what Fluxx is about. My questions for you this week are there any variants of Fluxx that you've played or that you would actually want to see in play? And what's the longest game of Fluxx that you've ever played? As always, leave your comments in the box below. Feel free to do the usual, like, share, subscribe, go on the Facebook page as well. And thanks for watching.